Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Sunday, December 20th at 3:25 p.m. Pacific Standard Time by Zeno Reader. There are 587 headlines from 108 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Chuck Schumer suggests Congress could vote on $900 billion stimulus package on Sunday after lawmakers break stalemate on Fed lending. Trump's chief of staff Mark Meadows attempted to hide his COVID-19 diagnosis and the White House outbreak. Governor Newsom challenged to address Senate's lack of diversity. Chaotic scenes as Londoners try to escape the city before midnight lockdown, police deployed to prevent non-essential journeys. As end approaches, Trump gets doses of flattery, finality. Schumer, to me resolve COVID-19 relief sticking point, potentially setting stage for vote. Oracle billionaire Larry Ellison has moved to Lanai, the Hawaiian island he spent $500 million developing. Here's how Ellison bought 98% of the island and turned it into a sustainability experiment. EU-UK trade talks floundering over fish as cut-off day nears. Jacinda Ardern says New Zealand has bought so many COVID-19 vaccines that it will give free doses to neighboring countries. Here are 10 countries sacrificing the holidays and locking down over the festive period. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Romney, Trump has a blind spot when it comes to Russia, CNN. Kylie Jenner attacked by animal rights activists over fur, TMZ. The pandemic is a prisoner's dilemma game, The New York Times. Biden will not be discussing an investigation of his son with any attorney general candidates, press secretary says The Hill. Countries ban travel from UK and race to block new COVID-19 strain, The Wall Street Journal. Second COVID-19 vaccine authorized in U.S. preparing to ship out, Amazon now. GOG advises Cyberpunk 2077 players to keep a lower amount of items to avoid corrupting save files, Eurogamer.net. Stephen Thompson reveals potential muscle tear suffered at UFC Vegas 17 and why he called out Jorge Masvidal, MMA fighting. COVID, latest Christmas travel updates for Britain under Tier 4 rules, Bloomberg. Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine leaves warehouses, expanding immunization effort, New York Post. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Mitt Romney warns Russia hack could potentially cripple U.S. electricity, water. Lou Dobbs vote fraud lies debunked on his program after legal threat by vote tech firm. Biden to consider sanctions, cyber attacks against Russia as punishment for hacking. 2020 was wild, these pop culture obsessions got us through. Large car bomb kills 9 in Afghanistan's capital, official says. Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine prepares to ship out. Kids confused as Grinch gets raunchy in threesome with Kristen Wiig on SNL. Weekend update pulls off hilarious low-light superkid of Trump reign. Kamala Harris slaps Mike Pence in blow for voters in SNL cold open. Fight over Fed power stalls $900 billion pandemic relief plan. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Forced overtime program draws action for mayor. Sergeant placed on leave due to comments. Man wrongfully arrested by police lost job, savings. Woman receives new van. Rittenhouse's family sells merch to pay for defense. Moms build Adventure Avenue during pandemic. Designer's passion for fashion results in TCF clothing brand. Free roof has homeowner dancing. Community brings holiday spirit to mom of 7. Colleagues share memories of fallen officer. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. A conservative justice in Wisconsin says he followed the law, not the politics. Congress racing to close stimulus deal. Some European countries begin barring UK travelers. The coronavirus is mutating. What does that mean for us? What books should Biden read? We asked 22 writers. Big fight breaks out over which interest groups get vaccine first. The Sunday Read, the movement to bring death closer. A company made PPE for the world, now its workers have the virus. Coronavirus, stimulus, winter solstice, your weekend briefing. Should Ivy League schools randomly select students, at least for a little while? The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Senator Barrasso on coronavirus relief bill, this gets done today. Minnesota suspends liquor licenses for 3 restaurants for coronavirus safety violations. Body of missing North Carolina mom found days after boyfriend charged with her death, reports. Trump responds to Bolton's incompetence claim, hints he could reveal stupid stories about former advisor. Pope Francis snubs unorthodox nativity scene in Vatican St. Peter's Square. Idaho fisherman catches trout that nearly doubles state weight record. Navarro, we are all China hawks because of Trump. Biden will not discuss Hunter Biden probe with Attorney General candidates, Psaki. Paul Batterer, Charlie Brown Christmas, here's what it taught me about the holiday. NYPD tracks man to Middle Eastern daughter's murder in Staten Island, report. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, December 20th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood itching to get back on tour, like pulling that arrow back, when they say go it's going to be time to fly. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Boris Johnson, social media users mock PM after tear for. Welsh shoppers are left outraged after supermarkets cordon off non-essential items. Strictly champion Bill Bailey jubilantly dances outside his home after reuniting with wife Kristen. Britain will be battered by tail of U.S. storm with 15 flood warnings in place. Muslim man in Canada celebrating his first Christmas goes viral with anthropological observations. Travel plans are left in tatters amid new Christmas COVID curbs. Rosalind Knight, star of Carry On and Friday Night Dinner, dies aged 87. Christmas shoppers swamp high streets after they were left with just 8 hours to buy their gifts. Strictly Come Dancing rakes in 13 million viewers during Saturday night's final. San Francisco's iconic Cliff House restaurant forced to close due to pandemic and lease challenges. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Nigeria's freed schoolboys reunite with parents after ordeal. Countries across Europe halt flights from Britain over concerns about coronavirus mutation. Sudan's PM meets Ethiopian leader after cross-border attack. Nepal parliament dissolved amid power struggle in the ruling party. Britain's holiday tradition of outrageous pantomime theater has a pandemic plot twist, drive-in shows. More students abducted in Nigeria but are quickly rescued. Nepal president dissolves parliament, elections next spring. Chinese and Russian vaccines remain unproven, but desperate countries plan to use them anyway. Britain tightens lockdowns over virus mutation with significantly faster transmission rates. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's US news feed. Tottenham v Leicester City, Premier League, Live. Manchester United v Leeds United, Premier League, Live. Coronavirus live updates, Ireland bringing in restrictions on UK flights and ferries as other European countries suspend travel. Celtic v Hearts, Scottish Cup Final, Extra Time, Live. Congress is not going to be the Grinch, COVID relief bill set to pass on Sunday. Moderna COVID vaccine shipments begin as new cases dip in U.S. Trump attempt to overturn election is nutty and loopy, Romney says. Santa dogs and Christmas cancellations, the weekend's best photos. Biden mulls punishments for Russia over suspected rolling government hack. To authorize vaccines, here's what you need to know. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Germany ponders limiting UK flights due to virus. Top intelligence Democrat accuses Russia of cyber hack that resulted in big haul. Will Biden wage a confirmation battle over AG? Some current Department of Justice insiders hope so. Cross-country Christmas storm likely to have severe impact on East Coast. Fiji cyclone death toll rises to 4 with 1 missing. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. COVID, Ireland, Italy, Belgium and Netherlands ban flights from UK. COVID, WHO in close contact with UK over new virus variant. Nigeria kidnapping, Mahuda children rescued after gun battle. Cardinal Pell says his conservative views drove public against him. COVID in Sydney, new restrictions announced as outbreak grows. Joe Biden says no time to waste as climate team unveiled. COVID vaccine, disappearing needles and other rumors debunked. Christmas celebrations to go ahead in Bethlehem. God will forgive me or not, inside the world of a people smuggler. Ethiopia's Tigray crisis, how we survived when Mikhail was shelled. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Today in history for December 20th. How a Trump booster group helped the head of extremist Proud Boys gain access to the White House. A Florida woman woke up to find a raccoon in her Christmas tree, chaos ensued. As COVID-19 vaccine rolls out, undocumented immigrants fear retribution for seeking dose. Coronavirus updates. CDC Advisory Committee recommends Moderna vaccine. UK imposes tough lockdowns due to possible new strain. Florida man pays past due utility bills for 114 families. This year, it's more meaningful. AP Top Stories December 19th p. Biden rolled out his climate and environment team. States were left scrambling after finding out they'd get 20-40% less vaccine than they expected. Here's why. General sorry for miscommunication over vaccine. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Column, a cancer patient needed critical care. Because of the COVID-19 surge, she died without it. Santa Monica politics upended by pandemic, George Floyd protests and economic woes. Supermarkets in LA County see unprecedented coronavirus infection rates. The pandemic fuels long shot recall effort against Governor Gavin Newsom. Suspect opens fire at mall in Milpitas, shooting one man. Earthquake, magnitude 3.1 quake hits near King City, California. COVID-19 spreading with astonishing speed, 100,000 new cases in LA County in little more than a week. 2 weeks after defying a COVID-19 stay-home order, Solvang reverses course. Column, he promised his wife he'd keep the house, then he took out a reverse mortgage. California sues to recover costs for Exide lead cleanup, but community still wants justice. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, December 20th, 2020. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Belgium, Italy and Netherlands ban flights from UK over new COVID strain. Suicides among women in Japan and South Korea have soared during the COVID pandemic. Italy joins other EU states in suspending all travel from UK due to new COVID strain. Atheists to save historic wooden German church. Plank by plank. Object in question is stave church or wooden church complete with dragon ornaments on roof, built in Nordic style in 1905. One of only 3 such churches still standing in Germany and classed as monument of national significance. Mobilizing marijuana. Israel's cannabis industry prepares to go legit. Santa Claus bikers parade in Tokyo against child abuse. 7 passengers found with COVID-19, but Qatar Airways escapes ban thanks to loophole in Hong Kong testing rules. Canada's confirmed COVID-19 cases surpass 500,000. Dutch government bans air travel from UK after discovering virus variant. Scorned scientist now vindicated in her work on how to treat stroke. To fight new COVID strain, UK PM Johnson reverses Christmas plans for millions. Japan to develop longer-range anti-ship missiles as China pressure mounts. The Dutch government on Sunday banned all passenger flights from Britain after finding the first case of a new, more infectious coronavirus strain that is circulating in the UK. Israeli defense minister states he would like to normalize relations with Arabs and give Palestinians more independence. Another coronavirus mutation was discovered, and this one might be more dangerous. The next headlines are from Forbes. Rudy Gobert contract extension with Utah Jazz's how small market teams have to overpay their all-stars. Donald Trump should vow to pardon every coronavirus objector. Italian red wine discoveries. Trump's attendance at inauguration is not on the top 10 list of Biden's priorities, his press chief says. All U.S. bank regulators should require banks to incorporate climate change risks into their risk management frameworks and disclosures. Mitt Romney slams Trump for downplaying hack. President has a blind spot when it comes to Russia. I'll say it, I didn't like the end of the Mandalorian season finale. What's for dinner? Flavor Bomb has the answer. IPAS program shows that Army can move at speed of technology. Rockets approach opening day with uncertainty. The world population update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,673,987,237 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time, and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Saturday Night Live's Alex Moffat takes over role of Joe Biden from Jim Carrey. UK extends COVID insurance scheme, ad coverage for actors over 70, distributes $21 million in cinema grants. The Wilds renewed for season 2 at Amazon. Barack Obama shares his favorite songs of 2020, featuring Dua Lipa, Megan Thee Stallion and more. Eric Clapton and Van Morrison release anti-lockdown song Stand and Deliver. Twitter updates label on Trump's tweets after Electoral College certifies Biden presidency. 5 landmark homes designed by Paul Revere Williams, the architect of Hollywood. Jim Carrey resigns from Joe Biden duties at Saturday Night Live. Why Ma Rainey's creative team used horsehair to reflect authentic black hairstyles of the 1920s. How Disney and Lucasfilm are remaking Star Wars in the image of Marvel Studios. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Deal nears on COVID relief after senators clear major hurdle. Coronavirus world map, tracking the spread of the outbreak. Coronavirus is surging, how severe is your state's outbreak? Biden announces climate team, including first ever national climate advisor. Japan suspends subsidized tourism program amid spike in coronavirus cases. Politics chat, Trump is preoccupied with election results while relief bill stalls. United Kingdom locks down as cases of new, more infectious COVID-19 strains skyrocket. Meet Bev, the internet's most famous beaver. The mega hack revealed this week has been raging since March. Jupiter and Saturn to unite in night sky. The following headlines are from the week. Scientists aren't concerned about new coronavirus variant eluding current vaccines. 10 things you need to know today, December 20th, 2020. SNL debuts new Joe Biden after Jim Carrey bids farewell to the role. The smartwatch app helps stop PTSD nightmares. 7 feel-good cartoons about the COVID vaccine breakthrough. The pros and cons of breaking up Facebook. The Arab world's most important man. Here's what Trump can and cannot do with the $200 million he raised on election fraud claims. Trump reportedly considered appointing controversial lawyer Sidney Powell to lead election fraud investigation. The next headlines are from Universe Today. The European Extremely Large Telescope just got a 10% budget boost, now costing $1.5 billion. Here are NASA science priorities for the Artemis missions. White House encourages NASA to work on space-based nuclear power and propulsion systems. Here's Chang'e 5, seen from lunar orbit. These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, December 20th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Jupiter and Saturn's great conjunction is December 21st. Will Jupiter and Saturn appear as one star in 2020? 2020's December solstice is Monday. Iceberg due to collide with island splits in two. Venus was once more Earth-like, but climate change made it uninhabitable. December solstice starts the shortest season. Solstice tale of two cities. First quarter moon is December 21st. The longest days accompany the December solstice. The next news is from Politico. European Union nears China trade deal despite slave labor fears. Netherlands bans flights from Britain due to fast-spreading coronavirus. John Barroso, confirmations for Biden nominees not going to be a garden party. Biden not discussing investigation of son with AG contenders, aide says. Romney says Russia attacked U.S. with no fear of reprisal. Congress dashes toward final approval of $900 billion stimulus. Is Trump cracking under the weight of losing? Low-income children wait months for USDA food aid to replace school meals. Biden space advisors urge cooperation with China. GOP winning the Georgia ad war as Dems shift money to ground game. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Belgium, Netherlands, Austria ban flights from UK, fearing coronavirus variant. Sydney councils in fast-growing areas could gain power to lift rates. The best of the world in pictures. 2020 has been a difficult year, it's time to reset. Rest in peace, 2020, not that you ever gave us any. RSL clubs left in limbo about Pokey's exit. Ventilation blamed for COVID spread, as design problems are detected. I was petrified of Hook, how Midnight Feast proved making of Sims. As a leader, middling Morrison is still in short pants. It's time to send returning travelers away from cities. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Newswatch, what could rattle markets in 2021, even as vaccines are rolling out? What's worth streaming? Here's everything coming to Netflix in January 2021, and what's leaving. Financially fragile Americans during COVID-19 have difficulty answering these 15 money questions, can you? Millions of Americans are in survival mode. Beware, decisions made in this frame of mind can make or break you. Outside the box, Paycheck Protection Program has gone from business lifesaver to a mess. Newswatch, what could rattle markets in 2021, even as vaccines are rolling out? Where should I retire? We want to retire to Florida or a Florida-type atmosphere and buy a condo with lots of amenities for $250,000. Where should we go? Deep dive, 20 of analysts' favorite large-cap stocks for 2021, including GM, Facebook and Salesforce. No matter what Congress does, 12 million jobless Americans will temporarily lose unemployment benefits. Fed lending dispute resolved, Capitol Hill eyes coronavirus stimulus vote Sunday. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Chutkara University makes it into top 200 in Clarivate Analytics Leading Innovators List 2020, Hindustan Times. How and why startups must protect their intellectual property at all costs, Entrepreneur. It's Your Business for December 19, 2020, the Topeka Capital Journal. Patent Index documents history of iconic Saskatchewan inventions, CBC. Clarity on patentability in Australia Dentons, JD Supra. Nokia must pay $2 billion to enforce Daimler SEP injunction, Law 360. Skilled in the art, less is more when it comes to IP trials, Law.com. The next headlines are from Quartz. Will COVID-19 be a curtain call for indie cinema? Where is the future of the box office? Why Hollywood's road to streaming will be a bumpy ride. How movie theaters can avoid extinction. Geothermal energy, the forgotten renewable, has finally arrived. Uber is trying to win back ridership with a kinder, gentler image. 10 of the most common concerns about the COVID-19 vaccines. America's green energy hopes hinge on propping up aging nuclear plants. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. This week in Tech Dirt history, December 13-19th. Lemonade beats Deutsche Telekom in French court over use of the color magenta. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Eddie Izzard. Sudan the last male northern white rhino. NFL. Cincinnati football. Canelo fight. New COVID strain. UFC fight night. Packers. Dua Lipa. Buffalo Bills. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Imagine the horror. Bristol students who had to spend week without working lighting due to COVID-19 quarantine whine to the press. We must not let anything slide. French government ministers outraged by slew of anti-Semitic comments about Miss France contestant. Disconnect from reality. Brits see as one of richest UK men. Chancellor Sunak claims people built up savings under COVID. Elon Musk discloses his Bitcoin kink and messes with crypto enthusiasts via cheeky tweets. Ukraine Zelensky warns he cannot justify rejecting Russia's Sputnik V unless West supplies Kiev with other COVID-19 vaccines. Former Miss Belarus released from jail after 42 days behind bars for protesting against government. Tokyo Bikers Club and Santa outfits ride through city to raise awareness of violence against children. Photos. No laughing matter. Jockey smiles while showing off horrendously broken arm after violent fall. Graphic photos. Moscow refuses Christmas COVID-19 lockdown. Festivities to go ahead with curfews and tests as mayor says end to pandemic in sight. Looks like he was hit with an axe. Former Conor McGregor sparring partner Van Heverden suffers grotesque cut in ring. Video. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Trying to get the hell out. Emergency lockdown in London triggers mass exodus. Comparing today's markets with 2009 and 2017. Record 41% of European IG bonds have negative yields as ECB buys quarter of all eligible corporate bonds. CDC issues new guidelines, launches probe after 1,000s negatively affected following COVID-19 vaccination. Vote on $900 billion stimulus package imminent after senators reach deal on Fed powers. Bonuses for Goldman's trading desk could jump 20% this year. WHO, finally, admits PCR tests create false positives. Irish man sentenced to 2 months in prison for failing to wear a face mask. Russia's new hypersonic Avenger boost glide weapon enters combat duty. How Belarus exposes the lockdown lie. The next headlines are from Breitbart. FNC's Wallace criticizes silly, sexist and absurd conversation about Dr. Joe Biden. Dr. Martin Luther King was not a medical doctor. Exclusive Rand Paul, masks are all about submission. Romney, sad that Trump acting embarrassing, loopy election conspiracies. Romney, U.S. should respond of like magnitude or greater to Russia hack. Matt Gaetz promises to object to electors from states that didn't run clean elections on January 6. Elizabeth Banks says stand your ground laws are BS that grant you permission to kill people. Antitrust lawsuit, Google has become the monopolistic gatekeeper to the net. Donald Trump denies considering martial law to rerun 2020 election. Watch live, Turning Point USA Student Action Summit Day 2. California sued over one gun a month purchase limit. The next headlines are from Odd, Strange and Bizarre Things. 10 Best Last Minute Christmas Gifts. The Best 2020 Netflix Murder Documentaries. Craziest 2020 Conspiracy Theories. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. AI robot dogs training to explore caves on Mars. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. $10 goes to Stand Up to Cancer when you buy a cozy FabFitFun winter box full of gifts with $10 GNN discount. Kindness remembered, my Christmas story that made it onto page 1. 50 frontline heroes gifted new cars for going above and beyond to help during pandemic, surreal. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, December 20th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Santa tests positive for virus after photo session with 50 children. Thief steals Salvation Army donation kettle, poses as volunteer and proceeds to collect money for himself. Atheists to save historic wooden German church plank by plank. Singapore is the first country in the world to approve lab-grown chicken products. Chicken bites from bioreactor-grown chicken will be available for sale. 4 arrested for putting PM Modi's Varanasi office for sale on OLX. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Musicians earn less than 1 cent per stream. Here's what needs to change. How climate change made Venus impossible to inhabit. The Ho creator is how to create basic business apps even if you don't know how to code. Newly discovered Jupiter-like world could be the long-sought Planet X. Parallels Pro, Luminar 4, and more for $3.50 each. Here's your last shot at a Mac owner's dream bundle. Epidemiologist explains why COVID-19 mutation shouldn't scare you. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Planets can be larks or night owls just like us. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, December 20th from over 100 sources to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Raw stout that, when you cannot just trust the science. There's a boutique winery in Utah, and you'll never guess what's growing nearby. Utah football lands Texas QB transfer Jack Wyndon Jackson. Mitt Romney calls Trump's attempts to overturn election laws sad and embarrassing. Rudy Gobert signs 5-year, $205 million extension with Utah Jazz. Wes Long, whom does America belong to? Letter, it's time for representative overhaul. Why the Kane County Water District is building a golf course. Exclusive, how COVID-19 has impacted Utah's substitute teacher shortage. Rich Lowry, don't pardon Edward Snowden. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. 3 million users have installed 28 malicious Chrome or Edge extensions, says Avast. Amazon's enter to SpaceX Starlink delivers 400 megabits per second in prototype phase. Firefox 84 claims speed boost from Apple Silicon, vows to end Flash support. Report, PHP, C++, Java, and NBR, WBR, NABRNet applications are the most frequently flawed. Could nuclear power be used for carbon capture? Capella Space Defense high-resolution satellite photos described as eerily observant. A new release for NuOctave. Ruby Gems catches 2 packages trying to steal cryptocurrency with clipboard hijacking. Physicists made an insanely precise clock that keeps time using entanglement. Apple criticizing banner ads now added to some of Facebook's iOS apps. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Christmas star, Jupiter, Saturn merging in night sky, closest in centuries. Watch Live, Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine shots leave warehouses, widening U.S. push to immunize. Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine may arrive in Missouri Monday. Lasting COVID-19 side effects force patients to change their diets, lifestyles. Chaminade grad Jacoby Buchanan scores game-winning TD for Army over Air Force. California mall under lockdown, police respond to shooting. Bridge Bread Bakery gives back by providing jobs to the homeless. Iconic Eat Right Diner permanently closes. Yes, your employer can fire you for traveling home for the holidays. Urban League Holiday Drive-Thru lends helping hand. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. SoCal brewery sue Newsom over COVID-19 tasting room restrictions. San Diego law enforcement team up for drunk decoy operation. Rose Bowl game relocated to Texas due to COVID-19. Gloria addresses video with bigoted slur circulated at police department. Shooting causes lockdown at NorCal's Great Mall. We're losing the American dream. San Diego eateries fight return to takeout, delivery only. Man, woman arrested after car with 5 kids inside crashes. COVID-19, San Diego reports 2,509 new cases, 27 deaths. Lasting COVID-19 side effect causes patients to change diets, lifestyles. Woman driving water tanker killed after flipping tractor onto side. The next headlines are from spooknews.com. When Russian Jews tried to steal a plane to reach Israel. U.S. to close 2 Russia consulates. Is this an epic cyber attack or spy operation? Cyber espionage campaign strikes dozens of organizations, including U.S. agencies. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Air Force conducts 6th hypersonic strike weapon flight test. U.S. Air Force awards contract to Boeing for B-1, B-52 engineering services. Northrop Grumman awarded $22 million by U.S. Navy for unmanned MQ-8 drone helicopter work. U.S. Army awards $4.6 billion contract for newest M1 Abrams tank variant. Lockheed Martin video appears to show simulated attack on Russian S-400 system. French Army will use AI to identify enemy combat vehicles. Russia will test next-generation armored vehicle by 2022. Russian Army to receive first Mi-8 AMTSVN helicopters in 2021. Polish Army receives first Pilota anti-aircraft missile system. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, December 20th, 2020. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Rep. Katie Porter frustrated over stimulus relief disagreements. Governor Newsom's senior advisor talks about post-pandemic recovery. It's gone, journalist reports almost $10 billion defrauded from Ed. Political analyst discusses current state of political parties. Deal on Fed removes obstacle to agreement on virus aid bill. SJSU football remains undefeated, wins first Mountain West title. San Jose businesses struggle during second stay-at-home order. Overwhelmed California hospitals contemplate rationing care. SFFD, 1 rescued in Marina District fire. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Germany brings home 3 women, 12 kids from camps in Syria. AP source, Jazz, Goppert agree on $205 million extension. Fire heavily damages Wheaton repair shop, no one hurt. Constable, roller coaster year ends on a high note for both kidney recipient and owner. Advocate condemned to resume COVID-19 vaccinations after 4 workers have adverse reactions. Suburban hero, amid pandemic, Maine South student ensures blood drive goes on. Grammar Moses, is there a DR in the White House? Looking at the Bears-Vikings matchups, and how much the Bears must fix. Forced demographic report on Illinois Muslims is underway. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil, Peru, Paraguay. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, Uruguay. Drought is ongoing in Georgia, Kazakhstan, Russia, Ukraine. Drought is ongoing in Canada, Mexico, United States. Drought is ongoing in China, India, Nepal, Pakistan. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Peru. Drought is ongoing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Iran, Lebanon, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Spain, Morocco. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Green alert for tropical cyclone Kraven 20. Population affected by category 1, 120 km per hour. Wind speeds or higher is 0. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, December 20th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Driver tries to run after slamming into Houston police cruiser, sending it into sight of Northwest Houston home. Vehicles hit by bullets in Katy Freeway road rage gunfight. Christmas travel, saw screens 1 million over 2 consecutive days for first time since COVID-19 pandemic hit. Teens form human chain to rescue 2 kids from icy pond in New Jersey. Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine rolls out of shipping warehouse. Fears of UK's rapid spreading COVID-19 strain prompt flight bans in several EU nations. Stimulus update, Congress removes obstacle to agreement on COVID-19 relief, vote could come today. Fired attorney Sidney Powell is back, advising Trump to chart scorched earth course after failed election lawsuits. Amber alert issued for 4 Travis County children. Seasonable Sunday, chilly Christmas. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. AP Top 25, Notre Dame over A&M in final regular season poll. Kyle Pitts turns pro less than 12 hours after SEC title game. Strained health agencies push do-it-yourself contact tracing. Pincher Walt beats unheralded McGraw to win GS in Al Tabatia. Dubai's troubled theme park operator to go private. Racism targets Asian food, business during COVID-19 pandemic. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Cosmic phenomenon alert, Jupiter and Saturn form great conjunction for first time in nearly 400 years. It should have happened a long time ago. Whitney retrospective gives black photographers their due. Extra extra, super rich are trying to cut the COVID-19 vaccine line. New admissions changes for NYC middle and high schools first step towards diversity, advocates say. U.S. Supreme Court declines to rule on Trump census order excluding undocumented immigrants. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. Legal aid sues state for more COVID-19 data at prisons, where the pandemic rages. My flu shot has hurt more, AOC among first congressional members to get the COVID-19 shot. Update, 3 found dead after fire at Elmhurst building with illegal apartments and slew of violations. Coronavirus updates, nearly 3 dozen deaths from COVID-19 in NYC Friday, Cuomo announces. The next headlines are from Observer.com. The flight attendant is a darker, deeper show than its hype suggests. Best probiotic supplements for a happy gut microbiome. Reimagining gender, Inception and Elliot Page. Where does the Mandalorian go after that explosive finale? French artist JR shines at NGV Triennial honoring farmers and drought. Thank review, does this fat burner work? We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Light earthquake, M4.9 quake has struck near Mulaba in Indonesia. Light earthquake, 4.7 mag strikes near Saara in Japan. Light earthquake, 4.8 mag was detected near Havlulado in Tonga. Light earthquake, 4 mag has occurred near Atocha in Bolivia. Minor earthquake, 3.8 mag has occurred near Nikolsky in Alaska. Light earthquake, 4.1 mag strikes near Atta Station in Alaska. Minor earthquake 3.8 mag, 192 kilometers WSW of Adak, Alaska. Light earthquake, 4.9 mag has occurred near Ternate in Indonesia. Minor earthquake 3.6 mag, 12 kilometers east by southeast of Gaborone, Botswana. Minor earthquake 2.8 mag, 30 kilometers southeast of Nina, Nevada. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Online violence, fueled by disinformation and political attacks, deeply harms women journalists. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Terrorist who murdered 224 people released from prison because of COVID-19. New York Times forced to retract hit ISIS podcast series because it was a hoax. Andrew Yang calls for barcodes to identify people who have been vaccinated. American teenagers jailed for 4 months for violating COVID-19 quarantine rules in Cayman Islands. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Concern among Muslims over halal status of COVID-19 vaccine. Second COVID-19 vaccine authorized in U.S. ships out. No, a nurse in Alabama did not die from COVID-19 vaccine. Was Kevin's ticket thrown away in Home Alone? Another U.S. coronavirus record, vaccine shipments reduced. Did The Simpsons predict post-Trump budget woes? Do as I say, anchor as some politicians ignore virus rules. Trump downplays Russia in first comments on cyber attack. No, Chuck Norris' net worth didn't leave family in tears too. Did Costco make a shocking policy change? The next headlines are from factcheck.org. Audit in Michigan County refutes Dominion conspiracy theory. Anti-vaccine post use deceptively edited video clip. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Romney blasts Trump's embarrassing flirtation with martial law, it's going nowhere. Make your home more cozy this winter with the Homasi Cool Mist Humidifier. How is Prince Harry and Prince William's relationship? Still not great. Here's what it's like to visit Costa Rica right now. That's not who we are has never felt so inadequate. A baby boomer sticks up for millennials. When dinosaurs roamed New Jersey. Why are LGBTQ-themed Christmas films so very white and conservative? Inside the international flight filled with solo babies. Frankie Jonas on being the bonus Jonas and burning his purity ring after watching hentai porn. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Jeremy Lin's NBA chance with Warriors falls apart. Russia acted with impunity and hack of federal agencies, Mitt Romney says. St. Louis versus Minnesota line, prediction, take the Billikens. Carson Wentz wants out if he's not Eagles starting QB. Ari Loyenik Jr. and wife Lauren expecting baby number 2 after miscarriage. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Jupiter and Saturn will form the first double planet in 800 years. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Netherlands, Belgium, other EU nations ban flights from UK as new COVID strain continues to spread. $32 M worth of fake Viagra pills, Air Jordans, other goods seized at California seaport, customs officials. Congress could vote on COVID economic relief deal on Sunday. Gunman at large after opening fire inside crowded California mall. Smuggled orangutans ready to start new life in Indonesia. Rep Nadler, Manhattan politicians to endorse Stringer for mayor. Humane Society takes in 250 guinea pigs from overwhelmed owner, seeks loving forever homes. Pedophilia advocate busted on cross-country trip with preteen girl, sheriff says. Chicago donor, in bid to feed community, chips in corned beef sandwich kits for $4,000. Megan Thee Stallion, Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan among Barack Obama's favorite 2020 musical artists. The following headlines are from military.com. Pentagon plan on cyber split draws strong Hill criticism. Trump says cyber attack under control, plays down Russian role. Official, large car bomb kills 9 in Afghan capital. General apologizes for miscommunication over vaccine shipments. Army asks for public help in locating missing Fort Drum soldier. Space Force poised to see major growth, new uniforms in 2021. Fort Hood's top enlisted soldier suspended, investigation pending. Former Tuskegee airman prepares to celebrate 100th birthday. Sentencing delay sought for fired VA staffer who killed 7. Portugal's armed forces help nursing homes battle the virus. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Lake County among Indiana police departments to begin using new roadside drug detection tool. Coronavirus in Illinois updates, 7,562 new confirmed and probable COVID-19 cases and 108 additional deaths reported Saturday. From war workers to good times, Jane Byrne and demolition, timeline of Cabrini Green. The face of Cabrini Green, a lost child, a legacy of failure and a changing neighborhood. Murder charges filed for suspect who fatally ambushed ex-girlfriend with order of protection, police say. General apologizes for bad information on state vaccine shipments. I failed. I'm adjusting. Here's what you need to know about COVID-19 vaccines in Illinois. Libertyville Hospital to resume vaccinations after temporarily pausing out of an abundance of caution when 4 staff members had reactions. First Chicago vaccine recipients report feeling great after historic shots. COVID-19 in Illinois by the numbers. Here's a daily update on cases, positivity rate and hospital data in your area. The following headlines are from FIS.org. 2 dead, hundreds flee floods in Philippine storm. More than half of Hudson River tidal marshes were created accidentally by humans. Identifying where to reforest after wildfire. Plants can be larks or night owls just like us. Researchers take a closer look at the genomes of microbial communities in a human mouth. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, December 20th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Astronomers are concerned that a swath of new satellites will litter the night sky. 10,800 years ago, early humans planted forest islands in Amazonia's grasslands. The epic Battle of Thermopylae remains one of the most stirring defeats of all time. The Star of Bethlehem, can science explain what it really was? Christmas, death and surgeons' birthdays. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Alaska city got virus vaccines that were too warm to use. Poll alert, Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State and Notre Dame top final AP top 25 of regular season, Texas A&M ranked number 5. Seahawks Washington Game Center, live updates, highlights, how to watch, stream. Coronavirus daily news updates, December 20th, what to know today about COVID-19 in the Seattle area, Washington State and the world. The romance of Rex and Debbie Allen, 30 years of visiting Tukwila. The real story behind visiting Tukwila, wink, wink. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. My AP Top 25 ballot, Alabama and Clemson on top, followed by Ohio State. San Mateo County deputies search for El Granada robbery suspects. COVID vaccines are here, but big questions remain about immunity, mandates. TV this week, Garth and Trisha live, and the Bachelorette finale. Sunnyvale community briefs for the week of December 25th. San Jose community briefs for the week of December 25th. Coronavirus wiped away recent wage gains for many California workers, report. California Academy of Sciences, what it's like without us during the pandemic. Cupertino community briefs for the week of December 25th. 2 men shot in Oakland. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. 63 more virus cases reported at Hawaii's largest prison. Deliberations on death penalty in 2009 calf murder slated. Police, 1 killed in Auburn crash. Germany say it's planning to restrict travel to and from Britain because of the new virus variant. 2 dead, 1 wounded in SC convenience store shooting. Jennifer Granholm, Biden will lead robust, multinational response to federal networks hack. Cass County officials identify inmate who died in Fargo jail. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Hospital CEOs have gotten rich cutting staff and supplies, now they're not ready for the next wave. Trump to CIA, say goodbye to your war on terror. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, December 20th, 2020, now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Study sheds new light on how the brain distinguishes speech from noise. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Mary Mitchell, other Sun-Times staffers honored by National Association of Black Journalists. Second COVID-19 vaccine authorized by FDA preparing for distribution, live updates. Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine shipments being prepped after FDA approval. Chicago outdoors, backyard red fox, suburban bald eagle, Christmas bird count, Theodore Roosevelt. Dear Abby, even if DNA test found I'm a half-sibling, don't call me that. 1 killed in heart of Chicago rollover crash, police. 3 women injured, 2 critically in Lawndale shooting, police. 9 injured in Dan Ryan Expressway crash, fire officials say. North Shore's Alex Moffat debuts as new Joe Biden on Saturday Night Live. Small fire breaks out in Layton Criminal Court building. The following headlines are from Riverfront Times St. Louis. St. Louis historic Eat Right diner has permanently closed. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, December 20th, 2020, now more. The next headlines are about world records making news. Road to Beijing, Vinecki well accustomed to global competition, Traverse City record eagle. Decathlon world record holder Mayor books early Olympics ticket, the Phnom Penh Post. New magnetic tape delivers a record 580 terabyte storage capacity, interesting engineering. 1,500 makeup artists to create Guinness World Record, MENAFNCOM. French Iceman sets new world record in freezing glass cabin, Bangkok Post. Hundreds of South Florida volunteers seek beach cleanup Guinness World Record, Sun Sentinel. Powerlifter Zach Myers sets unofficial all-time raw world record total of 1,053 kilograms, 2,321.4 pounds, bar bend. Lionel Messi scores for FC Barcelona, ties Pelé's world record of goals, MundoBizalist.com. Disabled divers hope to set world record in the Maldives, the Macomb Daily. Watch, Kara Toussaint tie her own world record in the 50-meter backstroke, swim. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Sunday's best deals, Call of Duty, Black Ops Cold War, Razer Kraken headsets, Anchor power bank, hand sanitizer, casserole dish holder, K-beauty brand Mammond products, and more. Spray away the germs with this $19 motion-activated hand sanitizing mist dispenser. Shoppers beware, scammers are sending fake shipping notifications to steal your info. Twitter's new labels, Biden won the election, no matter what this guy says. Trump assumes this is fine stance as PR fire over SolarWinds hack rages on. Here are a bunch of people getting the COVID-19 vaccine. Here's how the mysterious Twitter carp meme came to be. Yeah, this Marvel holiday short is a toy ad, but it's still pretty good. Lock and Key has been renewed for a 3rd season. George Clooney still isn't down with a critical reappraisal of Batman and Robin. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Parabaduero in Australia at 113.36 degrees Fahrenheit or 45.2 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Verkhojansk in Russia at minus 62.14 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 52.3 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Humanity is in danger of becoming obsolete technology in LX 2048. How an obscure British PC maker invented ARM and changed the world. Russia's hacking frenzy is a reckoning. Car crashes killed 36,096 people in the US in 2019. Kazakhstan spies on citizens' HTTPS traffic, browser makers fight back. The 15 best films of a bizarre, and probably historic, year for film. Second COVID vaccine approved for use in the US. Wildfire smoke is loaded with microbes, is that dangerous? A clever strategy to deliver COVID aid, with satellite data. Miyamoto leads fans through Super Nintendo World, and it looks incredible. Next, announcements from the World Health Organization. Meet the 100 plus outstanding nurses and midwives. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Super stupid Michael Flynn torched by Katrina General for proposing martial law to overturn the election. Choctaw calls for a 9/11 style commission to investigate Trump's COVID failures. As heavenly bodies converge, many ask, is the Star of Bethlehem making a comeback? What you need to know about this year's winter solstice and the Great Conjunction. How fascism came to America. Mitt Romney calls out Trump for his sad and embarrassing attempts to overturn the election. Chris Wallace slams Fox News over fuss about Jill Biden. Dr. Martin Luther King wasn't a physician either. Trump floated Michael Flynn's martial law suggestion at White House meeting, report. Only 7 of Stanford's first 5,000 vaccines were designated for doctors who worked with COVID patients. Facebook removes Hebrew language group spreading fake vaccine news. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Coronavirus growth in Western countries, December 19th update. For the last 4 years tribes have been pushed aside by this administration. Hitting net zero is not enough, inside the push to restore the climate. Coronavirus relief bill will get a vote on Sunday. Conjunction countdown, day -2. Report, Trump asked about imposing martial law to run a new election. Here's the team tasked with carrying out Biden's incredibly ambitious climate plans. The United States passes a new grim record, 250,000 new COVID cases in a single day. Trump considering naming Sidney Powell as special counsel. Trump loses it because a conservative tabloid recognizes Biden as the next president. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Expert explains, are there aliens on the moon? CGTN. 9 big things, Silicon Valley's race to space, PitchBook news and analysis. How to see the Christmas star above Albany, Times Union. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Psychologist offers tips to help children recharge and put the phone down at night, and NY. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, December 20th, 2020 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Former Central Intelligence Agency Director John Brennan on UFOs video. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, December 20th, 2020. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on in, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. True Strange News Fair Use Statement. No Views News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2020 by No Views News. All rights reserved.